Morning! We got little baby corn rows right there. I don't know if the camera can pick it up, but corn's up about this tall. This is the field where I planted half Golden Harvest, half Pioneer. And I'm standing right smack in the middle of the two right now. This side is Pioneer, this side is Golden Harvest. It kind of looks like the Pioneer's just a little bit taller, but it's way early. We had a thunderstorm roll in a couple days ago, or a couple evenings ago. I was 10 acres into a 20-acre field when it rolled in, but luckily enough we only got about a ½ inch dumped on us. And it dried up enough yesterday to where I could finish planting that field. So now I'm heading out to another field to work up so I can get it planted today, and it's only about 10 acres. And I've got the 4-acre chunk behind the barn to plant. So I only have about 14 acres to plant today. Our northern fields had fertilizer spread on them, so they need to be worked and planted. The problem is they got more rain north of us than what we did at the main farm here. So those fields are still pretty wet, and I won't be able to get into them. But the fertilizer company said that they're going to probably be back in our area this afternoon. So hopefully by this afternoon I should have more ground to bust open and get worked up and get planted. But until then, I'm gonna work on this 14 acres that I can work on, and then we'll see what the day brings. So this 10-acre chunk is done now. It is ready to be planted. We'll take this back to the farm, get in the planting tractor. I'm going to plant that 4 acres right behind the barn, and then we will fill the planters with seed and come plant this and figure out what we're doing next. And just like that, 14 acres is planted. I unfolded the planters at the barn here because I think what I'm going to do is fill the planters with seed while I have them in it. And then we're going to kind of go for a drive and kind of figure it out from there, I guess. I just drove past one of our other cornfields that I planted a couple days later than that one that I showed you earlier, and corn's up about that high. You can just make out the rows as you're driving down the road, so that's a plus. But I'm kind of at a standstill right now until fertilizer gets spread. They were said that they would be here by this afternoon, so it's 1 o'clock right now. We'll hopefully they can get some spread and we can get back to doing some field work while the weather is decent. While I was out and about, I figured I'd stop at the John Deere dealer because I ordered some parts like a while ago and they hadn't come in yet, but I guess what had happened is a tornado went through somewhere where the warehouse is that these parts were being shipped out of, and basically tore down the warehouse. So In the meantime, they had to be shipped out of somewhere else, which took longer. But the one part I was actually after was the door or the window latchy thingy on the big tractor, because it's broke and the window pops open and it gets dusty in there on occasion. But I was waiting for, that's the part I actually was looking for. I actually forgot I ordered some nozzle bodies for the sprayer back a few weeks ago. So it was a surprise that I had those come in as well. So I've got all my parts now. Now we can go fix the window on the big tractor. This is the latch I'm talking about right here. See? So every time you hit a big bump, the window comes open a little bit and it lets dust in. It doesn't seal shut properly because it's broken. So we're going to change that bad boy. You know, it might actually be quieter in the cab now too. Morning! It is actually the next day. Fertilizer didn't get here until like 6:30, 7 o'clock last night. And at that point, I figured I'd just wait until this morning. So now it's 7:30 in the morning and I'm waking the neighbors. We are working in the fertilizer that was spread, and I'm basically following the fertilizer spreader today, and I'm just going to be working ground right behind the fertilizer spreader, and we'll see if we can get some planting done by this afternoon, or just wait till tomorrow and hit it all at once. I don't know what we're going to do yet. All I know is we're working ground as I speak to you right now. I got the planters left, got halfway to the field and remembered I left you guys in the other tractor. So I turned around, went back, got you guys so I could bring you along planting. Things I do for you guys, I'm telling you. She's a little dusty out there. It's alright, they have a saying, and the saying goes, if you plant in the dust, your bins will bust. I've yet to see it happen, but whatever. I'm trying to calculate if I have enough seed to do the chunk across the road, because if I could knock that chunk out, then I've got a 70-acre chunk to do tomorrow, because they're talking rain the next day. But if I don't do that chunk across the road, then I'd have like 110 acres to do tomorrow. So if I have enough seed on, because that field's worked for the most part. I got to make like 2 passes with the tillage machine. Then I can plant that field and be done with it and just have less acres to do tomorrow before the rain. I've been going back and forth about this one. If I'm doing my math correctly, I should have had enough seed to do 120 acres. Giving overlap, let's say 115 acres. And so far I've done 40, 50, this would make 62, And then that chunk across the road, I think, is 26 or 30, somewhere in there. So technically, I should have enough seed. But there's another 2-acre chunk, like right there, so that I still should have enough seed. But it'll be close, providing, again, overlap, things like that. So the whole time I was working those few little strips that I needed to work, I was on the phone with my wife. Nice conversation. She was just driving home from work and she wanted to talk, so we were talking, and well, it kinda, time got away from us, so I didn't video anything. You know how it goes. Well, I guess I need to set my speed here. Don't need to pull the planters at 12 miles an hour. Alright. Now we are off starting this. Whee! Apparently, my calculations were correct. I was able to plant it all. It ended up being about 100 acres that I planted today and worked up. So I still have seed left over, so that's a plus. Tomorrow, I think there's about 70 acres that needs to be worked up and planted. I guess that's enough of me babbling for one video. It is 8 o'clock. I'm gonna go home and get some dinner and see what the wife's been up to, and maybe edit this. I don't know, maybe edit it tomorrow. Who knows? But at any rate, I'm gonna end the video here. You guys have a wonderful evening. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.